I want them to remember however way they want to remember me, to be honest with you, because me trying to tell people how to remember me, they always gonna have a different opinion about that. I would just tell my fans is thank you first and foremost. This has been 2 decades. This has been 20 years of y'all rocking with me and rolling with me. You know, some fell off, some stayed. My true fans are still here. So I would say thank you.
Carmelo Anthony!
Man, playing for the Knicks was it was exciting. It was a burst of energy that you had to have. Feel like you was just in this bubble of tension in a good way, right? Especially when it came to playing and being out there on the court and competing. When you compete for the New York Knicks, it's different. It's a different feeling that you get. What I remember most about growing up in Red Hook is just the community aspect of it. It was fun, although it was stressful, but everybody was dealing with the same stresses, so it was just a lot of fun. If I had to put it in one word, it was fun. I'm at peace. You hear the water, you hear the... That doesn't bother me no more today as far as, you're a loser if you don't win the championship ring. For me, I've won. I've won back in June of '03, shaking David Stern hand, I've won in life. I got out of Red Hook, I've won. The only thing I haven't won was an NBA championship. And it's not that much weight for me. That is what it is. That's just one part of my life. The ring is the ring. That's for the sport. That's for me competing at the highest level. That's for me. That's my accomplishment. But that doesn't mean I've lost a ring in life. I've had a lot of teammates. My favorite though, JR. Seeing him going through what he was, what he had to deal with coming into the game, I felt like for me, I maybe was one of 2 people who could relate to him, who he could relate to, and that was myself and probably at the time AI. So for me, I felt like I was a big brother to JR, even though I was only a year and some change ahead of him. The 4 of us talking to our fellow athletes with the country watching, because we cannot ignore the realities of the current state of America. That friendship between myself, Bron, D-Wade, CP, I think we started to realize the impact that we have as individuals, as men, but if we come together, nobody want us to do this. We're not supposed to be cool. We're not supposed to be on the SB stage, and we're supposed to be competing and hating on each other. Nobody wanted to see that. So that was also a moment where it was we're gonna take advantage of that. Competition is one thing, but a lot comes with competing. And that can overshadow when you get off the court and go home. That can carry over to family and friends, and you don't want that. It ain't, take it from me, it ain't worth it. So I do condone guys getting together too. And I think now is more so than any time that I do think athletes need to come together.
Who was the toughest player to guard one-on-one recently?
Carmelo Anthony. He can shoot from outside, he can post up, he can go left, he can go right. He's very strong, he can post up. He's extremely versatile, and that makes him a tough one-on-one player to guard.
The fact that I can sit here and say that, I'm allowed to talk on him and his life and stories says a lot, because he wasn't that type of guy. You had to really earn your respect, to speak to him and talk to him. And it was by being on the court, right? So my experiences over the years, we started off as highly competitors. He wanted to win, I wanted to win, and that's where the respect started and ended at. And then from there, as they say, you gotta get donned. So I got donned a little bit. I had to show him that I wasn't gonna kiss the ring. And I think that's what he respected the most.
First ballot Hall of Famer, Carmelo Anthony?
Yes, no doubt.
I think about it all the time, because for me, that's my ring. that's the pinnacle of why we do it. You know, yeah, we do it to win championships, but not everybody can win championships. But we do it to be recognized up there for being great at what what I've done and the impact that I've had on the game and on people and on generations and on kids. You know, nobody can take that away from you. I want them to remember however way they want to remember me, to be honest with you, because me trying to tell people how to remember me, they always gonna have a different opinion about that, right? If you was with me, if you rode this thing out for 20 years with me, then you're gonna remember me a certain way, right? If you didn't and you just part of this next, this fresh new wave, then you're gonna remember me about something else. So as long as I can impact those people in other ways, I don't remember me how you want to remember me. I know at the end of the day, I gave it my all. I did what I had to do. I adapted to any situation that I was in, and I'm still true to myself today, and I stand on that, and I'm always stand on that. You know, I'm a prime example of perseverance and overcoming and battling and never folding. So I think if you all out there have something you strongly believe in, especially yourself, then you should never fold. I'll share that with the rest of the world. You know, stand on what you believe in and never waver.